everyone, this is Jackie Williams, and in this video I want to share with you a fun fold. I'm calling it a nested double opening. This is inspired by this swap that I received on the cruise through Norway. So it opens like this and then like this, and you see that all of the layers are nested together so you can see all of the layers. However, there is no name on it, so I actually can't give credit to whoever actually made this, but I do appreciate it and thank you for sharing. So above or below this video, depending on your device, I have created a PDF and I've just slightly modified the measurements. I'm going to demonstrate for you today the portrait orientation, but I will also show you at the end an example of landscape orientation. That's where the card opens the other direction. So you can print that out and you don't need to know the measurements as we go along. So we'll start with our card base, and I am using basic white, and that has been scored at 5.5 inches. Now on your measurement sheet, I gave you measurements for 2 layers for the background here. You could just cut your printed paper or the paper you want to use out of the one larger size and just have 1 layer if you prefer. But I did give you both measurements if you would like to do it this way. And these papers are brand new, filming in August 2023. These are called The Joy of Christmas, and they will be available 5th of September 2023. We'll just put that in the back. Now I've made this just 1/8 of an inch shorter than I normally would, but I found that if it went too close up into that crease, it didn't actually stay closed very well. So I did size it a little bit off, but that was intentional. And then for the inside piece, we have another card, very skinny and small. And I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that into my card. So instead of on top, this one's actually gonna go inside. Now it's up to you whether it meets up with the first mat or the second mat. I think I'm gonna go for the second mat. It just shows a little bit more or less of the printed paper down here. Now, of course, all of these measurements are adjustable. If you want to make this shorter or wider, you can do that. And we also need to put some printed paper up here on the top panel. And again, I'm using the Joy of Christmas, just a coordinating print. Also, again, you can use 2 layers or just use 1 layer. And then we have the final 2 top layers, which are your smallest pieces. Now, I do recommend that this one, you do use 2 layers just to give it some sturdiness. Now, before I put that on, I'm going to go ahead and embellish. First, I'm just going to use a blending brush, and this has Old Olive Oil on it. I'm not going to put more ink on there. There's plenty of ink there. And for my main image, I want to use the post box from the Stamped with Love. I do like sometimes using non-Christmas images for Christmas cards. And just for ease for the video, I have already stamped and colored that. And I just want to see which twine. I think I'd like to use the gold for this project. So I'm just going to put a little piece of tape here, kind of over to the side. I'm just going to twist that around my fingers a few times. And this gold kind of has a mind of its own. So it would look something like that. And then I've put dimensionals on half of the back. I just want it like this. So you're just seeing a little bit of that ink and a little bit of the gold, and it's not too far up off the ground. Now, before we do our main image, you could put another layer of printed paper here. And if you're using colored cardstock, you could put a layer of white or vanilla in here, but because we're using white, I'm just going to leave that as is. For this one, I'm going to put a piece of embossed white, and I have used the brand new Distressed Tile embossing folder. I like how that looks with the Christmas papers. Now, I think we're ready to put this on our card front. So just remember to only put adhesive on the top half or top third of this piece, and then just center it up right and left, and then you can push it up more if you want more of that embossing, or just make it even left and right and bottom, something like that. And then I have cut the Celebrate from the Wanted to Say dies. This is actually a really useful one. It's got celebrate, happy birthday, the outlines, and then it's got hearts, stars, a gift, and a flower. So very general images for your project. And I've cut this out using adhesive sheets, so I just need to pull that off the back. And I do have a little stamp that says you, but I think that because it's a Christmas card, I'm just going to leave it at celebrate. And one more thing, I thought this image was a little flat. You could add some Wink of Stella or glitter. I've also stamped that envelope just one more time separately and cut it out. And we'll put that on with dimensionals. And I did use my color lifter on there to just add some polka dots, which I think looks quite cute. I think we just need some gems. I think I like these ones the best. These are the Blooming Pearls. They tone in quite well with that shaded spruce. And there we go. That makes for a very cute Christmas card, and actually doesn't take that much time to make. Here's another one that I made earlier, and this is using the new Walk in the Garden, or I believe it's called Garden Walk papers. And I just love this combination of the Poppy Parade with the Wild Wheat. And I've used that Distress Tile folder again. And then here's another sample that I made using the Les Shops suite. And I just used the images right out of the paper. And then I couldn't go past that cute bench die. And then this one's using the Quatrefoil folder. And a mixture of the navy, the boho blue, and the misty moonlight. And then this one is actually the exact same measurements that I've demonstrated, but I just rotated the card so that it orients this way. And this is using the new Trucking Along bundle, which is my personal favorite. And I've used the Let's Go Fishing papers, and also this one here is the Daisy papers. So that makes a nice Christmas card, or you could change and put balloons or something in the back for a non-floral card for somebody. And then on that PDF file, I included measurements for a horizontal orientation. So you see this is the same that I just demonstrated. I just physically rotated the card, and this is where the card opens in a horizontal way. So we're actually making these flaps wider and thinner, and these fatter, or wider I should say. Okay, and this one I've used the Zany Zoo suite, and just kept it all black and white except for just a bit of color on my cute animal. So I've included the measurements for this on that PDF file as well, so you can orientate your cutting any way you like, and then rotate the actual card to sit any way you like. So I hope you enjoyed that and you give this project a try. Please share with your friends if you have some crafty friends who would enjoy making this card, and leave me a comment, and I'll see you next video. This is Jackie Williams. Bye-bye.